yo, YouTube, what if I just made a video like this, just chilling vibes. Imagine. Yo, but what is going on my YouTube channel? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my videos. Thank you for stopping by again. And today I wanted to bring a video regarding my experience with the Daniel fast. In this video though, I would not be talking more about like the biblical aspects of the Daniel fast. I wanted to talk more about the benefits that it has for you naturally, the benefits that it has for you physically, and how life-changing a diet can be to try to resolve your health issues or try to manage them at least. So in the near future, you learn and grow from that. I wanted to concentrate more on that because of course I suffer from a lot of gastro issues, heart racing issues, mental issues, stress, anxiety, and all that stuff. And I've been a sufferer of that for a very long time. So, this channel is really based on a lot of my experiences that I have naturally, and surgeries, procedures, and all of that. You name it. That's the reason I wanted to concentrate more on that aspect. But of course, I do have to say that when you do fast, just remember that it's supposed to be about getting closer to God. It's supposed to be about building your relationship with Christ, having and getting that faith to be stronger because of the fast, making that sacrifice for yourself. So one day you can become, a better Christian, I should say, right? But of course, I do want to point that, this video is gonna go up in YouTube, and I just want to say to everybody that subscribed to me and people that are coming in new to my channel, and just have some respect for everybody here. I built this channel a lot on honesty and being respectful. I just hope that you guys respect each other's opinions, you guys respect each other's beliefs, because that's very important as a human being regardless. I don't look at you differently. If anything, I got love for you, and I got love for everybody here. But if you do want to stick around and watch the video, then that's great as well. So, what are some of the things that I got from the Daniel fast and what I ate through that week? Listen, the Daniel fast is very tough, and the reason I did the Daniel fast was because I cannot do a regular fast, right? I cannot do a whole day fast, not because I don't have the discipline or have the mental capacity, or I don't have the mental will. It's just the fact that because of my health issues, I actually harm myself more from avoiding, not eating for long periods of time. I just know that I feel sick, very, very sick when I don't eat for a certain amount of time. And that's all because of my health issues. So I can't really help and avoid that. I will actually be harming myself. But I did find a way where I could actually still fast and still, make that sacrifice, and which it was through the Daniel fast, right? Because in Daniel fast, you're supposed to eat, just fruits and vegetables, water, nuts and teas, right? Those are your basics, and that's what you stick to. And it is supposed to be, all about the spirit, all about your walk with Christ and your relationship with Him. But it does have, natural benefits that consuming just fruits and vegetables and water, the things that it can do for you naturally, it's really cool. It's really great. And this is what I want to talk to you about. So I've done this fasting twice. Last year I did it for 1 week, and this year I did it for 2 weeks. So let's talk about the one I did this year, which I extended it for 2 weeks, and I basically ate water, fruits and vegetables, and nuts and seeds. And how did that play a role in my gastro issues? Well, to be honest, I do want to say that it felt great. Like eating just fruits and vegetables and just water, the difference that your body feels, it's ridiculous. And I'm talking about the healthier your body feels. Within the first couple of days, I remember just feeling like that, there is like this energy that you built, this feeling of feeling like less healthier. I don't know how to explain it, but like your body feels just like this natural energy, like this, this natural good feeling. Because as you guys know, I suffer from a lot of bloating and gas and all that stuff. Well, that decreases when you eat healthier. That decreases when you eat natural things. And I I ate all of that for 2 weeks, and I just noticed like how much sugar I consumed, uh, aside, when I'm not fasting, because every time I noticed that I would eat a meal during the day while I was fasting, I had that craving of like, I want some sugar, I want to eat something that's sweet, but while I was fasting, I was like, I can't eat that. I gotta avoid that. And I noticed how much I would I would crave that, and how bad, I guess my habit was. And even though I was suffering from gastro issues, and GERD issues, I still find a way to, like, maybe eat a little bit sugar more than I should. And it kind of taught me a little bit of like, hey, my habits, even though they've gotten better over time, they're still not where they're supposed to be. I still have a lot that I can work on myself, and a lot of that I can do. All this, fruits and vegetables, it's very tough to do because your body consumes that so fast. Your body digests that very quickly. So instead of eating, 3 times a day, I was kind of eating like 3 full meals a day, and then like between that I will have snacks, so like fruits and stuff, because my body, like, it was digesting all of that so quickly, right? One of the benefits that I got from doing that fast, is I lost some weight. If you're a GERD sufferer, typically that's not what you want to do. You don't want to lose weight. But in my case, I have gotten better over time, and I do take care of myself fairly well. So I've noticed that I've gained some weight over the past couple months, and this just helped me lose a little bit of weight, which is, one plus for me, right? You may have a different experience, but for me, that's one benefit that I had. Second of all, I know this might sound nasty, but my stool got like so much better. I mean, going to the bathroom was like easy peasy. It was just in and out, and the color of my stool was like, it sounds nasty, but like a beautiful color. You know what I mean? I was like, wow. It's it's like you're cleansing your body, and just cleaning everything in there. And I started noticing those after the first couple of days. Is beautiful. I was able to sleep better, for sure, because there was not a lot of foods that would feel like my body had a struggle with digesting, or a lot of foods that would cause me to have a lot of acid, or just reflux in general. So my sleep got much better during that time, those 2 weeks, which I thought was a beautiful thing. When it came to walking or exercising, I feel like I was able to do a little bit more, not because of just the energy that I got, but because my stomach felt less full. It didn't feel as heavy. I didn't feel as heavy. I felt lighter. And I was able to actually push myself a little bit more. I don't know if you guys remember, I made a video a couple months ago, maybe it's about a year ago, that I was trying to walk 4 to 5,000 steps a day. But now I've increased that till 10,000 steps a day. Like, I am able to walk 10,000 steps a day, and that has made me very happy, because I don't really struggle with that as much, and I know my body can handle it very well. So that's another improvement that I've had in my natural. My mental health was better. My anxiety levels decreased a little bit. And this is not science. I don't understand exactly all why that is, but I just know that when you do eat healthier, when you do eat more naturally, it has great effects for you. Your body benefits in a different manner. And having these gastro issues and having these GERD issues, it just naturally, like, it just coincides with each other, and which is great. Also, I do want to say, I do suffer, as you guys know, from prostatitis. My prostatitis issues got a little bit better when I started eating naturally, because your gastro issues correlate with your prostatitis. Don't ask me how. I know there's some answers out there, but I read some of them. I'm not an expert on that area, but I just know they correlate with each other. And even that got better. And it's just amazing what a change in diet can do for you. Now my goal is to one day actually just concentrate on eating mostly for the most part my diet to be just fruits, vegetables, and waters, and just avoid a lot of the sugars, avoid a lot of the fats, the grains, and all that. Just try to avoid as much as possible. Now that it's very tough, it's not an easy task because you have to be very, very disciplined when it comes to just eating that. And now imagine doing it for 2 weeks. You feel like, man, this is tough. But now having that, as a lifestyle, having that as a life change is very, very difficult. I have met people though that their lifestyle consists on just fruits, vegetable, and water. Believe it or not, I've talked to his name is James. I've talked to this man, and I can't believe how like much his diet has changed and how much he has changed. And he always tells me, Carlos, man, just consider, just eat the fruits, eat the vegetables, eat, drink water, nuts and seeds, and avoid everything else. And to be honest, I think if I work myself towards that a little bit more, I think I can get better with my health issues and my gastro issues. Now, it won't be easy. It won't be something that's going to be light, but I think it's something that I would recommend to everybody. I would recommend you try just like a fast in general to see what difference it makes. And if it helps you, then start leaning, towards that route. Start leaning towards that natural route. I speak about a lot of natural medicine. I speak a lot about natural remedies that you can help yourself before, making these life decisions. Like, look after yourself, take care of yourself, and see the benefits that fasting can do for you, or just changing your diet in general, right? Maybe try this Daniel fasting for a week or two, and see how far you can get, or to see how disciplined enough you are, right? Because it's very tough. It's not easy, but from my experience, I felt like it was great. And like I said, me doing these fastings helped me get closer to living like such a healthier lifestyle. And I noticed that I can live without sugar, right? You notice that you can live without sugar. You notice that you can live without, breads and all the grains, right? You can live with all without the greasy foods, fried foods, and fast foods. You can live without it. And it's tough, and I know it sucks sometimes, but let me give you an insight on how my diet is now, right? So I haven't talked about my diet, I guess the schedule and what I do. So what I do now for my diet is I drink like a meal replacement in the morning. Instead of having a full blown breakfast, I eat my milkshake in the morning, and then around 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. at noon, I eat my first meal, and then around 5 o'clock, I eat my second meal. So that's just my diet for right now. But I do try to eat from Monday through Wednesdays. I try to eat as healthy as possible, as healthy as I can, and kind of almost stick to that Daniel fast, to that Daniel diet, right? The diet that, the fruits and the vegetables and the water. I try to avoid the sugars and stuff. And now on Saturdays and Sundays, I allow myself to eat a little bit more. I allow myself to eat a little bit more fats, a little bit more sugar, here and there, just because it's almost as rewarding by the end of the week. And naturally, sometimes you have birthday parties, you have hangouts with your family, or you have, birthdays and reunions, and you name it. You hang out with friends and you want to, eat something heavier and stuff. But I've noticed that works for me, because eating well from Monday to Friday, I'm talking about have a strict and disciplined diet Monday to Friday. Then when I eat something heavy on Saturday and Sunday, it doesn't take a huge toll on my body. I feel like my body handles it very well, because there's only one time or twice that it happens during the week, if that, because I still do look after myself, even on Saturdays and Sundays, but I do slack a little bit, nothing wrong with having a little slack, nothing wrong with, eating a little bit more of the what you consider the bad foods, right? So I think that has worked for me. Maybe you can try that. Maybe that helps you, and that would be great. So that's all I got for you today. I know I got a lot into the diets and stuff and all that. It's kind of a little bit of a difficult video to make, but I did want to talk about just you know, some of the benefits and what just changing your diet completely can do for you, because it can. And hopefully I can keep updating you guys with my channel, keep updating you guys in whatever, you know, else that I do with my life. I might just make a video even about my Invisalign process and, like, you know, what, you know, the whole process, how my teeth were prior, like a, you know, a before and after type thing. Not sure yet. I might do that. I have talked to my surgeon, guys. I will update you guys as well on that, and we'll see what that happens. We'll see what's going on. Who knows what's gonna happen in the near future, but if anything, I'll keep you guys updated. And I just want to thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you for subscribing and liking and sharing. I got nothing but love for you guys, and, you know, see you in the next one. Much love, baby.